Good morning, dear students. We really miss all of you. We hope you're fine. Today we have chapter 5 in the story Canterville Ghost. A plan goes wrong. The next morning, when Otis' family met at breakfast, Mr. Otis told them, "I don't want to upset the ghost. After all, this was his house a long time ago, and I don't think it's polite to throw pillows at him." He looked at the twins and they started to laugh. Mr. Otis said the ghost's chains make too much noise and he couldn't sleep, so he thought that they must take the chains away from him. So he wanted to take the chains away from him because the ghost didn't want to oil them. For the rest of the week, however, they didn't hear the ghost. They didn't hear the ghost all the week. But they knew that he was there because the blood stain on the library floor changed every day. It changed its color every day. Sometimes it was dark red, and at other times it was purple. One morning it was bright green. But the family thought that these changes were funny and tried to guess what color the stain was before they came downstairs every morning. So each morning they tried to guess what color the stain was because they thought that changes were very funny. Okay, but only one person, she was very upset and she didn't enjoy the joke. Virginia was very upset and she cried on morning when the blood stain was bright green. Finally, the ghost appeared again on Sunday night. After all the family went to bed, the ghost tried to put on a suit of armor. As you can see in the picture, he tried to put on a suit of armor. But the suit was very heavy and it fell to the floor. So when the suit fell to the floor, the family heard a terrible crash. Boom! Mr. Otis and the twins ran downstairs. They saw the Canterville ghost sitting on the chair. The ghost rubbed his knees and looked on very unhappy. He looked very unhappy. The twins started to shoot pellets at the ghost. So when the twins saw the ghost, they started to shoot pellets at the ghost. But Mr. Otis tried to hold them back, and he shouted at the ghost, "What are you doing, sir?" The ghost was very angry. He made a terrible noise, and he ran to the top of the stairs and laughed a terrible, ghostly laugh. Ha, ha, ha. Just then, Mrs. Otis came out of her bedroom with a small bottle, and she said, "You sound ill. Please take this bottle of Dr. Dobell's medicine. It's just what you need." The ghost stared at her angrily. He tried to change into a dog, but at that moment he heard footsteps. He saw the twins coming towards him. So he was very angry and made a strange noise and disappeared. And we are going to continue next chapter. Now let's answer exercise 1 in the booklet, page 180. Let's answer together. Question number 1. How did the Otis family know that the ghost was still in the house? So, think. The answer will be, they know he was there because the blood stain on the library floor changed every day. Sometimes it was dark red, and at other times it was purple. And on the morning it was bright green. What did the family think about the blood stain changes? What did the family think about the blood stain changes? Try to answer by yourself. So the answer will be, the family thought that these changes were funny. Number 3. What did Virginia do when she saw the bright green stain? The answer will be, she was always very upset and nearly cried on the morning when it was bright green. She was upset and cried on the morning. Could the ghost put on the suit of armor, and why? Could the ghost put on the suit of armor, and why? The answer, no, he couldn't. Because he tried to put it on, but it was heavy and it fell to the floor. Question number 5. What did Mr. Otis and the twins see when they ran downstairs? What did they see when they ran downstairs? Try to think. Try to answer by yourself. The answer will be, they saw the ghost sitting on a chair, rubbed his knees, and looked very unhappy. Question number 6. What was the reaction of each of the following characters when they saw the ghost? The twins, Mr. Otis and Mrs. Otis. What did they do when they saw the ghost? The reaction means what did they do? Okay? The twins, Mr. Otis and Mrs. Otis. The answer will be, at first the twins started to shoot pellets at the ghost. After that, Mr. Otis tried to hold the twins back. After that, Mrs. Otis gave the ghost a small bottle of Dr. Dobell's medicine. When she saw that he looked ill, she said, "You sound ill," and gave him a bottle of medicine. So and now we are going to answer who said to whom. Comment. Page 181 in the booklet. Let's answer together. Comment number 1. After all, this was his house for a long time. Who said that? Think. Who said that? The answer will be Mr. Otis to the Otis family, to all the family in the library. When they met at breakfast, when they had their breakfast, yes? Okay, number 2. What are you doing, sir? Who said that? What are you doing, sir? Try to think. Try to answer. Mr. Otis and the twins to the ghost. Mr. Otis and the twins. They said to the ghost, in the hall, when they heard a terrible crash, boom, and ran downstairs. Please take this bottle of medicine. It's just what you need. Try to answer by yourself. The answer, Mrs. Otis to the ghost in the Canterville Chase, or you can see in the house, okay? Or you can see upstairs, when he ran to the top of the stairs and laughed a terribly ghostly laugh. Okay, and now we have finished. See you soon. Goodbye. Thank you.